Hello there. It's an unusual situation. It's the first video that I make on English, so I want to apologize on forward if there is some, let's say, unclear accent or words, because I'm not a native English speaker. But there is a situation that happened some days ago, not too far, and I had to make this video because further will be explained in the video. So the situation is as following. Demanding the be a statement on his wrongly accusations in case something happens from his side. Nothing happened, let's say, that big, but something happened. Now he's somehow convinced that I was the hacker. I don't know how. He still believes in that. What I am assuming is he was speaking in some streams earlier that he had already experiences with it, like a year ago or something. It's interesting that he accuses almost everyone for hacking. I don't know how. Why? How can you be so insecure as a human? But whatever. This statement should also be like a call out for him, a call out for showing evidence. I mean, if I were such a guy and I had done that, why would I be now speaking publicly or answering or trying to reach him on this way? Because he doesn't respond to my messages, but he reads them, or he read them. He was talking in his latest stream yesterday about it, but as it seems, he didn't kept the live streams online, so that I couldn't collect, let's say, more evidence of it, because he was clearly starting the stream with, yeah, I'm convinced he is the one, he sent me messages, keeps deleting them, blah blah blah. I have to address two things. Firstly, if there is a delete option, I don't know why you wouldn't use it. I mean, maybe I sent something wrong, maybe I made a better version of the message, so I delete the old one and then I sent a new one. That is my usual behavior when I'm messaging people or whatever. It's nowadays possible. Before that it wasn't, so you had to spam people. If you wrong a word or a sentence, you fix it up and then you send another message. So it's two messages. And people are already feeling violated if you send two or more messages. So I was thinking, then what can I do? Then I just made this decision for myself. If I send something wrong or with a grammar mistake in it, I delete the previous one and then I send a new one. That's it. And he is using that argument for that behavior to accuse me of wrong things that never happened. First this. Okay. Let's go on in the story how all this happened or how this occurred. I tried to participate in his stream by joining his match because I found his stream in, let's say, recommendation of another stream. I can show you where it is. It's here. Exactly. I was watching this stream from another YouTuber, which I will not show because he's not involved, and there is something called like privacy of people. I am respecting that, so he will be only people involved that are involved in the situation. So I was watching this stream and I wasn't liking it, and I wanted to see another one, and then I saw this one below.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gonna feed them. If you...
And yeah, I was watching it. We were chatting as well in the chat. The live stream is still up and online. if someone needs to check it. And yeah, I tried to join his matches so I can participate in it. It seemed interesting and stuff, but it didn't work out because the lobbies was always full, and yeah, I didn't make it. But then the stream ended, and yeah, we were waiting for a new one, which he said he will do tomorrow from that day. And then the second day it did work. As soon as I joined and he said he will do heroes with villains in Star Wars Battlefront 2, then I was thinking, okay, maybe this will be possible. I could join his match and play with him. Then, yeah, I joined it. We played the match. But I saw he was acting weird by standing still in the fight, but still blocking when he was attacked. I was I had closed the stream because of the internet connection to not get bad, and only to focus on gameplay. But I saw that behavior and I was wondering what happened. And then I opened up the stream again when the match finished. I saw he left. He wasn't in the match anymore. And then I opened the stream and I saw back the match, and then I already saw that the quality of the internet connection of his was already bad through the stream, of the whole stream, also the complete stream, not just in this match. On every match that he played in that stream was a bad connection or bad quality. And what happened? At the end, he just ended the stream. Since then, he started with the accusations against me. He was like commenting in that stream afterwards, yeah, I will solve this problem, whatever. And then the next stream, as soon as it started, yeah, I got hacked, my stream was stopped, and I know who it is, and all these accusations out of nowhere. What I think, it is just a cover-up because he was maybe jealous about the fact that I joined his match. He seems to not know how to set up privacy settings online, and he has published many informations about himself accessible for everyone who looks after it. I mean, his PlayStation profile was online. I saw that he was in a match, so that is how I could join his match. He was wondered even in the stream. I can show you the stream where it happened. It was here. Exactly. I will show you now the part where all this happened with the joining. And yeah, here in the comments you can see. I mean, I wasn't here from the start, and then I saw the live stream online, and then I chatted. Yeah, I posted some highs because yeah, now I'm seeing the stream. That's why. And okay. Then I looked up at the PlayStation and I saw that I could join, and then I tried. And this is what happened from then. I will comment in the stream between, but Yeah. I'm actually speechless because when you realize all this after it happened, it's funny and sad at the same time because there are unexplainable. Where was I exactly? So that was the situation. What happened after it? He kept calling me out on the streams, talking about me. People were asking what actually happened, but he was so convinced that a hack happened.
I'm taking shots at the enemy. I'm gonna make it to the top, leave a legacy. If I got
Access your private account or access your private network without your permission. But only this access could be possible if I had the required data of it, such as, for example, for an account, I need the email address or the username and the password, which I don't have. I mean, why? How could I have it? I just met you 1 day ago. Now, when I record this video, it's 2 days. First of that. Second, a hack would be noticeable from your side or even from, let's say, my side. I will explain that later. How? How is that possible? How could it be? I mean, nowadays, the routers or the modems that we use in our homes are actually on a high level standard to prevent such things if they have an included firewall. To explain it for you, because I'm an IT scientist and I know the things about it. That could only happen if you don't have proper technology inserted in your home. But let's continue with the facts what happened here. After it, he accused me of wrong things beside hacking, just like that I'm a suspicious person I have a weird profile, I have a very weird profile picture, such thing as that. We can analyze this matter in the weird profile picture or weird profile description. But before that, I would like to analyze our channels a bit, because things. He says I'm a bot, I'm not a real person, or I have some, let's say, technology for this hacking. That's his accusation. Conclusion, whatever, everything. So, he calls me, I have no life in the stream. He says I have no life, why would I bother such a person like him, whatever and stuff. I somewhere had the comment, I should check up, let me see. Yeah, the so-called folder that you see here, I provided him a picture of it to show him that I collected some evidence of it. If you can see, I have images in it, and he said in his latest live stream, which is not online at the moment, he was saying, he sent me an image of the folder, he's collecting stuff about me, he's a hacker, blah blah blah. Okay, interesting. So the comment was, so exactly, he was posting the, yeah, someone was stopping my stream in the video, you can see it here. Someone was stopping my stream, I figured it out. Okay, this one is new. How were they stopping your stream? My comment is not shown here because I'm blocked from his account, from his channel, but I screenshotted it and I will show it to you. How is that even possible? As far as I know, something like that would be a federal crime, like I explained before maybe, or if not, I will go into details later. And mostly greater streamers are victims. That is my experience. That is what I saw when I saw live streams of bigger YouTubers, not only in the Star Wars, let's say, world, as well in other games or other streamers, just for normal things. Then I'm asking him, what assures you happened? What assures you it happened to you? It could also happen when a team player from another side of, let's say, world, because I said country just, is playing. Yeah, that is correct. I mean, when he plays on a, let's say, United States server, and then I join him from a Europe one, of course his connection will be a bit bad because he has to connect to the Europe server as well, so he can synchronize with my gameplay. That is a normal, let's say, information technology thing that you learn from the beginning. Or even if you have yourself a computer or a console, you learn from that things or about them. I don't know, but whatever. If I was your first experience, if it was your first experience, because I didn't knew he had already experience with it, then he should do some research before accusing wrongly, which is a crime as well. Exactly, like I told him. Now, we were about to compare our profiles. Now, if I am such a person like he claims, I would have weird videos or no videos or something, don't I? Let's check my latest videos. 3 months ago, Star Wars video. 6 months, even 1 year, 1 year, 1 year. 1 year. This one can count as 1 year and a half, or let's say just 2, because it happened in December 2020. That's where I bought the game and I started playing actively. And then I was slowly having good duels, and I collected some clips from the PlayStation, which I was about to update or upload to the channel, but I didn't have the time due to my work and my responsibilities. But that is my, let's say, ongoing. Now let's check his. I mean, you can see it at the start already. It seems decent, everything fine, but his, I mean, okay, if he likes this design, interesting. The name, yeah, let's go back. Yeah, he posts shorts as well. You can see his views as well. Let's check his activity and view. 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4 day, 5 day, 8 day, 9 day. So he streams every day for almost 3 hours, 2 hours, even almost 5 or 4 hours every day for, I mean, these are the views after he streams for this, let's say, amount of views. I don't know if the effort is worth of it. I don't do it because you can see, I mean, as soon as I saw that the views are not going that high, I didn't even bother then live streaming or doing more content because I saw it's not viewable or it's not dominating anymore. Maybe today it is because the game keeps getting his season and stuff where people talk about it, but I didn't bother it. And yeah, I mean, he keeps live streaming every day, sometimes some other games, but mainly Battlefront 2. For active viewers that he has in amount of 3, 4, 5 people for, as you can see, 2 hours, 4 hours, 2 hours, 5, 4. Interesting. So let's get on his about page. So in one stream, someone, I mean, later we could check if it was me or not. Why should I say something if it's against me? It's a normal law in the world, I think, that you don't have to talk bad about yourself until it is proved or with evidence, backed up with evidence that it was you that something did. So why should I talk about it if I didn't do it until it's proven? Now he says someone joined his channel commenting in the live chat, and yeah, it's my PayPal chat. He took my name of PayPal and stuff. Okay, the name was so weird. I looked up the stream afterwards because I didn't watch that actually. I watched it afterwards, and there was a weird channel name with same words at these 2 places. And he says it's my PayPal. Then I checked his PayPal and I saw he has a wrong name in the PayPal. As far as I am concerned, or I am experienced, or let's say teached about it, in the PayPal it's an official thing. You have to have your full name. You can't have a fantasy name. Even that is reportable. I would think about it if you will keep it. He's promoting his friends, or I don't know which Twitch. That's all alright. Joined then and then. Okay. That's his channel. His, let's say, going on and stuff. Now, back to mine. The videos we explained already. Now about my about page. I'm almost 10 years more on this platform than him. That is my description, which I will explain just to let me end this section here. I even have for collaborations my email address here, which is only shown for the logged in users. This is my location. For everyone who wants to know what it is, he can translate himself, and you can see my links. I even own a homepage, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and a link to my actual video game that I play nowadays, which is on a mobile phone. Now, I remember another accusation he made of me. He said I have a weird profile and stuff. I think he didn't think only about YouTube, he thought, I think, about the PlayStation Network. Here is my PlayStation Network profile. I have this description in here. Ingress Prime Enlighten Agent, and then with the website in it. He was curious about it. He then, of this fact, he backs up his accusation that I am a hacker. Okay. The same link is here. When we open up this link, what do we see here? It's the same link on my PlayStation. And what is this page? This is a normal advertising page for a mobile game from Niantic, which also provides the games like Pokemon Go or Harry Potter, which is available, but I don't play them because I don't like them. And like I said, I'm not that young anymore. But yeah, this is the game. This is the link. He was thinking it's weird, but okay. So I'm a hacker still. Now to this description. He said I'm a Russians hack. It's a cliche or myth. Not only them are doing that, but he saw this and he got scared. But I don't know for which reason. And to make it even more funny, it isn't even Russian, or it isn't even logically Russian language. The Russian people will know or can see it. It's weird. It doesn't look like it's Russian real grammar. I mean, the letters are Cyrillic. That is true, okay, but let's check that up. I somewhere had the screenshot. Yeah, here it is. Let's see what it means. I even put the origin language that it actually is, or which I speak as well. It's Serbian, because they have Cyrillic letters as well, and then I put them in. Here you can see it's the same. He is, of course, saying it is Russian, but because of the Cyrillic letters. Now, let's see. In English translated, it means all rights reserved. Letter by letter. You can see here. ALL, ALL, RIGHTS, RIGHTS, all rights reserved. It's nothing else but this in Cyrillic letters. Yeah. The more and more I think about it and speak about it, I get more speechless, you know, but that is it. I will show you the only fact that I saw from him that makes sense, and I will analyze it just after he says it. It was here in this stream. It was the stream after what happened. Yeah, I will show you the shortcut. Like I already explained, deleting is nothing wrong if you make mistakes, which I did. But whatever. I mean, the live streams are still online on his page. Everybody is traceable. I even downloaded streams for evidence in case he deletes them or hides them. Like the newest ones, which he streamed, let's say today, but we will see what happens. But I had to make this video because he already threatened me he will do a video about it and stuff, and I told myself if he does the first move, nobody will believe me afterwards, so I will do the first move. I contacted him over the messages but he didn't respond, but he said that he read them and won't respond. Since we discussed the fact that, like he demands or says, I have a weird description, I showed you my description of my PlayStation profile and channel description on YouTube. Now let's go on my weird profile picture, as he says. He finds this profile picture weird, but let me show you where the picture comes from. A video game called Infamous 2. This is the protagonist of the game, Cole McGrath. And I even paid for the image. So how is it possible to be weird? I don't know. I think he should explain it to us. Further, which I have to address as well, is that he said it was suspicious because I kept deleting my messages. I already explained that it's because I do grammar mistakes or single emojis which make no sense, and I deleted them. But the fact is that I wasn't the only one who was doing that. There is evidence that other people did it as well. I will bring them up one by one. Here is the first one. Here in the chat, a guy named Ayodan pulled back his message. The next one, okay, this got deleted because he banned people from the chat for whatever. Here, message deleted, message pulled back. So this means in German message deleted from the Senate, and this means message was pulled back from himself, from this guy which posted a comment. Exactly here again. And here again. And here's the evidence that they were talking about me and talking some random stuff here which doesn't have to do with me anything. Here was his comment about getting tired of these bots being toxic. I don't know which bots he means. It's 11 days ago. And yeah. I saw a comment that was regarding my, let's say, character online, because he kept talking in his streams the wrong accusations and now made some people believing in it as well, so they kept talking about me. What about Mr. Marius? What about Mr. Marius? So Marius was the one who was ending his streams and blah blah. So in this stream, which is not available, I made a screenshot of the chat. He was talking from the first second. Hey, yo guys, the guy was, he called me by name. I want to restate his words because he could claim that it ain't the same words, but that was what I heard. I will talk in my own words. Yeah, yo guys, the guy was indeed the hacker. I'm convinced. I have evidence. He sent me messages with some paragraphs and a picture of a folder of mine with my name, which is here, which I don't hide. He is obviously him, and blah blah. And yeah, that was his proof, I guess. Whatever. That is why all this is happening now. And the last point, which I don't know if I said, I even, when I saw his stream and I saw it was interesting and stuff, I even posted on my Instagram account in a story. I was promoting his stream and saying, yeah, check out this guy, he's streaming, seems interesting, and so on. He was getting more viewers at the moment, but the stream ended like half an hour later after I posted it. But I think people were watching it afterwards. The evidence for it is, as you can see here in this screenshot, the views. The newest, I mean, this was the stream just the day before this one's. As you can see, the views here, this is only a 1 day old. These are his actual views. And this one is maybe a day and a half old. And look, the views here. These are all the views he gained after my post. This one are his usual views, which you saw in the comparison between my and his channel. You saw all the views, but on this particular video he got more views because I posted a promo on my Instagram page. And this is the thanks for it, all these accusations. I don't know. I also want to include a gameplay of mine which will solve like let's say video for presentation purpose for how a real internet connection loss looks like. I mean, he was demanding that he was getting disconnected or hacked and blah 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 because he's still believing in it, but as I showed you already how his behavior was during the game, to be honest to you, it didn't occur like a connection loss to me. So I will show you how a real connection loss looks, or how he would say a hacker attack.
Wir können gewinnen. Auf Mutter.
Erwartungen anfechtbar.
Keine Zeit für Höflichkeit.
Du gehörst mir.
Ich bin nicht dein Feind.
Kämpf mit mir.
Beachte dich gar nicht. Wir sollten uns beeilen.
Flieht, ihr Narren. Nehmt euch in Acht.
There it is. This is how usually internet connection loss occurs. There, the connection to the game server was disconnected. Now, I want to go to the end of the video. So, let's analyze this again. The accusations were that I'm a hacker, I have no life, and I'm a bot, I'm not real, and so on and so. Firstly, why would a hacker use his real name in his username and his real account, which I just showed you here? This is my real YouTube account, which was used to chat with him in the streams, and this is my main account on the PlayStation. Why would I use them for, as he says, illegal activities or whatever? Which sense would it make? Second, multi-accounting, which he was talking about, or which I want to talk about as well, is not a crime. I can own so many accounts how I want, with the same name, with a bit else name, a different name completely, as long as I'm not impersonating someone, which is not the case here. I am always using some, let's say, aliases of mine, or some, let's say, general words that doesn't relate to a person, a real person or something. Like, which example could I bring up? For, let's say, in the Star Wars world, if I call myself the Council or the Senate, so what? It's not a crime. I can't even speak because it's so funny. And said at the same time. But whatever. The reason I make multi-accounts, or why do I have them, is when I get blocked. I usually have another account to message my last message to the one who blocked me, and which is always polite and humble. I will never write, let's say, offensive things or insults, because I'm not on that level anymore, which seems some other people are, but me not. They can insult or say offensive things to me that doesn't get to me. I mean, there are some other, let's say, factors in the background which will remember that or memorize this. It's not my job to get after it. So let's continue. Like I said, the childish times are over for me. I'm not doing this. But third, if I were a weird profile, as he claims, through my profile picture and my description being in Cyrillic, not in Russian, which I already showed you guys, why would I do this video then? And why would I defend myself publicly if it were how he thinks it is? And like I said, I will do the video first, because I have nothing to hide. I even offered him, if he takes some actions, I am happily to provide him with the details of my personal stuff or private stuff, such as internet connection details or myself's personal information. I'm not scared because I'm not a perpetrator. I'm calm. I even said it. I wrote him a statement. I said it. I'm open for it. I'm available anytime. I was hoping that he at least hears out someone, but he's, so to say, catched in his bubble and has only guys around him that are following him and on listening to him, or let's say confirming all his sayings and sentences that he does. I could do my accusations as well, such as that he doesn't like high-level players, which he clearly, as you can see in his titles sometimes, is confirmed. High levels are cowards. High levels are scary. I mean, that are maybe the two, respective 1v1. Okay, that is for the 1v1 players. Yeah, but he clearly shows that he hates high-level players, because in his streams he keeps leaving lobbies when he sees that he fights a high-level player, which I don't know will bring you forward in the game if you don't practice. And yeah, like I said, or like it's possible to see in his stream, I'm a high-level player. Is that maybe more the reason? Because all this is happening? That is a question for him. Like I say, I would like to call Diffuse, so to say, out to bring his evidence on his accusations against me. Otherwise, if something further happens without consolation, then unfortunately I will be forced to take legal actions. Because this is not a small thing. It can't be normal for, let's say, this platform here that anybody on this planet can go online and spread hate speech or wrong accusations on accounts to other real people, because here is everything real. People behind the channels are real. Here are no bots as far as I'm concerned. If there is bot activities in some account, YouTube prevents that. YouTube does something about it. They leave maybe the channels are up for 2 or 3 days, but after they get deleted or removed by YouTube. I don't know if you follow that stuff, but clearly not, otherwise you wouldn't do this. What you do? Like I said, I excuse myself for the a bit bad sentence composition and grammar maybe, but it is all free spoken, it's uncut, it's thinking about it only for a day. Maybe if I sat down and made a real script or everything sorted out, maybe I would do a better video, but as he threatened to do something firstly, I had to respond first, because he kept calling me in his streams. He kept calling me out, he kept talking about me, and I had to react. I tried it on the nice way, but if he wants this way, I'm open. Thanks for watching, and I hope this doesn't happen again.